Hafide Guam, and welcome to On the Gridiron, your home for all things NFL this season. Plus, our friends at CBS have Super Bowl 50. We will be bringing it to you live at the end of the season. And speaking of home, we welcome you to our new home, Lone Star. We are very, very happy to be working with them. And we've got food, we've got computers, we have got stats of all kinds, and we have Dave Delgado, who's going to talk about the big NFL kickoff. Dave, how you doing, my friend?
All right, Friday, September 11th, we have NBC Sunday Night Football. The Steelers taking on the New England Patriots. A lot of things going on. Steelers have Michael Vick at backup quarterback, Le'Veon Bell and LeGarrette Blount missing a couple of games due to suspension, as well as Martavius Bryant, wide receiver, out for 4 games, suspension as well. Brady's suspension lifted, so he'll be playing in that season opener. Healthy Gronkowski. Matchup right there is going to be really interesting to see what happens if Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers can get stuff going there.
Well, Dave, who's your pick in that game?
I'm going to have to go with the Patriots.
All right. Well,
if Brady's back, yeah.
Well, speaking of picks, KUAM Pick'ems is back, and Ken Nicholas, as always, is our digital master behind that promotion. So, Ken, what do we got?
For the 3rd season in a row, we are offering our Pigskin Pick'ems contest. If you want to play, you can go to KUAM.com. Just go to the homepage, scroll down to the middle of the page, and click on register for your free profile on KUM Pigskin Pick'ems. If you have a Facebook account, it's very easy to connect. And yeah, if you don't know what it's about, every week of the season, you pick what teams you think will win, and you get points based on how many of those picks you make correct. So.
All right, well done. Well, Dave, a very interesting game that we are going to have to pick is the Cowboys and the Giants' big NFC East matchup.
Yeah, you can catch that Monday, September 14th on NBC, 10:20 in the morning. Eli Manning, not too much to talk about there. He wants to be the highest paid quarterback in the league. We'll see what happens there. Odell Beckham Jr. Talking about being targeted as a receiver by defenders. The return of Victor Cruz, hopefully to help out the Giants and get things going there. Then we have the Cowboys. Greg Hardy's going to miss a couple of games for his suspension. Tony Romo, Jason Witten, everybody back. Running backs, Darren McFadden, Lance Dunbar, and Joseph Randle will have to carry the load offensively with the departure of DeMarco Murray. So in that game, I'm going to have to go with the Cowboys for that pick.
Interesting side note there with Eli Manning lobbying for more money. Might remind you, he does have more of those Super Bowl rings than his brother, that Peyton guy, who's kind of popular and everything. So KUM is your home, of course, for all things NFL, as we mentioned. CBS is your home for all of the big AFC matches. Plus, we have all of the Monday Night Football games right here. Of course, Sunday Night Football on NBC. Make sure to tune in each and every week for that. Plus, we have a new segment right now for you fantasy experts. We have Jason Respicio and Andy Wheeler, who are going to take us through the big matchups and what you need to know as you manage your fantasy leagues. Check it out.
All right, thanks a lot, Jason. And as you said, we've got a new segment this year, talking football. We teamed up with the Guam Daily Post, Bud Light, and 76 Circle K, and of course Lone Star for this fantasy league. Now we've got J Mike here. You're big into the fantasy league.
Oh yeah,
you've been
absolutely,
doing it for
man.
a few years.
It's our 6th year doing fantasy football. First year on I-94, which is fantastic. But this league has grown to become one of the greatest, biggest, most intense leagues on island.
Yeah.
And big reason is because we're sending someone to the Super Bowl.
Right. Yeah. Winner of this league, they actually go to Super Bowl 50 to enjoy the game in person. And there's some other prizes too. Second place gets a 50-inch LED TV. Third place gets an Xbox One with Madden. So for all you football fans out there, perfect
That is
stuff.
not bad, man.
Now
you can work on your perfect team there, right?
Right.
Make your guys score all the time. That'd be
For
fantastic.
sure. So the league, we're going to have the drafts coming up pretty soon. Tell everybody when.
Well, yeah, so next week our drafts kick off all at the venue. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're doing 4 nights of draft action at the venue with the league, and it's going to be pretty solid, man. I mean, we got corporate guys going first, and then the indies guys come in later, and it's just going to be 12 guys going at it head-to-head,
Right.
a total of 48. It's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah. And you've been following fantasy for a few years, like you said. What are some of the big stories this year? I know players getting injured, like
Yeah.
Adrian Peterson coming back from his year-long suspension.
And we're looking forward to that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, a whole season without AP was huge, especially
Right.
guys that drafted him early and then,
Yeah.
and then he got taken out. But huge news this year is guys like Jordy Nelson.
Right.
I mean, he's gone down. Benjamin for the Carolinas gone down.
Yep.
But of course, we got some great news today.
He's
Brady's
rocking
back,
it.
baby.
Brady is back. The suspension was lifted, so fantasy owners are like, yes,
Yeah.
finally. He's usually a pretty big points guy, yeah?
He is. You know what? We got to remember that Brady's 38 this year.
Right.
He's not going to be throwing the 50 bombs anymore.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of young guys like Bridgewater, Tannehill that are coming out. So those are some really good guys you want to look at. I still put Brady somewhere around like 8th through 10th. He's
Okay.
still a top 12 guy, but he's not the guy you go out in the first 5 rounds to get.
Right, for sure. All right. Well, it's going to be an interesting year, to say the least, and we're going to keep you posted every week. We're going to come back in with who you should sit, who you should start, who you should bench, maybe trade. I don't know. We're going to have all the info you need. It's the Fantasy Football with the Guam Daily Post, as well as Bud Light, 76 Circle K, and I-94. I think we're good.
I think it's evening time.
All right, Jason, back to you.
Later.
Shepherd's Pie on Monday. Lone Star. Check it out.
So, my friends, make sure to stay with KUAM TV all season long. We have more NFL games than anybody else on the island. We will have every single snap, every single second of the best NFL action you'll find anywhere around. Now, Dave, of course, the Cowboys are playing in Week 1. We've got a tumbleweed right there representing the state of Texas and an amazing Philly cheesesteak here, courtesy of our friends at Lone Star. Dig in.
Yeah, shotgun the cheesesteak.
All right. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Enjoy the games, and we'll see you next week.